Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, the Movie Apprentice, and today I am taking you to a world of pure imagination with my review of Wonka, directed by Paul King and starring Timothee Chalamet, Calah Lane, and Paterson Joseph, as well as Olivia Coleman. And this is the prequel showing the story of Willy Wonka and how he came to obtain his world famous chocolate factory against the chocolate mafia led by Slugworth. Before I get into my review, if you do like what you're seeing on the channel, do consider clicking that like button and follow me on socials, as well as subscribing for more video reviews like this coming all the time. Without further ado, let's review this movie. So, this is a movie that I don't feel like anyone was particularly asking for. I don't think anyone was dying to hear about how Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka got his chocolate factory. Paul King directed this, and this is the man that directed Paddington 1 and 2. And if I have learned anything, it is never doubt the man that directed the two Paddington movies, because Wonka was a genuine surprise for me. It is that wholesome, chocolatey filled, sweet goodness that you need in this month of December. Almost perfectly in time for Christmas. This gives you that warm, cozy feeling that you get from those Paul King movies. Timothée Chalamet is an actor that I've never really got the hype for. I do appreciate he is a great actor, but I don't see him as God's gift to acting like a number of my peers have done in the past. But I must say, he did a really good job in this. This is unquestionably the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. Having to try and replicate a younger version of that is a tough ask for any actor, but I feel like he did really well in this. There's a particular reaction he has to someone saying that they have never had chocolate before, and his reaction immediately convinced me that, yep, this is the young version of that particular incarnation of Willy Wonka. It is a musical, and the musical numbers are fun. I won't say there's anything that's going to be a massive, memorable, best song at the Oscars kind of song, but a lot of them are just a lot of fun to listen to. My personal favourites, weirdly enough, apart from the World of Pure Imagination, which does show up in this movie, I would have to say that Scrub Scrub is weirdly stuck in my head, and I don't know why. The cast is really bolstered by some of the big icons of Britain. For one, Olivia Coleman is just amazing as always. She plays Miss Scrubbit, who is a secondary antagonist in this, and whether she's playing the nice, sweet lady or she's playing just this mischievous or devilish villain, she always does a good job in this. It's not quite as good as a voice role in The Mitchells versus the Machines. The way she acts alongside every other actor she's with in this is really, really well done. Rowan Atkinson makes an appearance. He's in it very briefly, but he eats up every scene that he is in. He is a national treasure in Britain. And Hugh Grant as well. He is living his best life right now. I am loving this era of Hugh Grant, where he's just taking on roles and having fun with them. I love his exchanges with Timothy in this. It is just really well done. This is a movie that, for me, it does get a bit wholesomed out at certain points. I would say there is definitely a small 10-minute sequence in between, like when we're crossing over between Act 2 and Act 3, there was maybe a good 10-15 minutes where I'm starting to feel a little bit burned out on just the feel-good nature of the movie, and it does lull a little bit, but thankfully it does pick up again towards the end and gives you that nice warm feeling by the film's climax. I will say as well, there is definitely a James Bond villain moment that is worthy of the Austin Powers Mick take treatment, where all they have to do is pull the trigger on a weapon, like they introduce a weapon into a scene in the third act, and it's just used to get two of our characters into a life or death situation that they can try and get out of. That's something that always bugs me in these movies. I know this is a family friendly movie and it's a very happy, warm, wholesome, cuddly movie. It always bugs me when it's so obvious how the bad guy can get rid of their problems and they don't do it. Something that we rarely see in movies these days. And unfortunately, because of that, I thought this small bit stood out like a sore thumb. The set designs in this are really well done. I like the slow evolution. There's a cop character who is just slowly getting bigger and bigger as the movie goes on. It's just a pleasant watch for all the family. It's come out at the perfect time. It very much it isn't a Christmas movie. It gives you that warm, wholesome family feeling that you would want from a movie around Christmas time. So I would say that Wonka has definitely ticked the boxes on that front. Is it superior to the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Obviously not. Like, you're never gonna beat that movie, but I will say that the film does a good job of really capturing the essence of a young Willy Wonka, and Chalamet's performance, as well as the songs that accompany the movie's runtime, is really well done. The side characters all do a really good job and are memorable in their own way. And the film is just really boosted by the fact that you can tell every actor is committed in this. Any actor that has to do something goofy or something very cheesy or over the top, they commit to it 100%. They are having fun with it. And you can tell that this was probably a very good set to work on. I like the relationship between Willy Wonka and Noodle. I thought it was a very nice, sweet friendship that developed over the course of the movie. And whilst we didn't really need a Wonka backstory, when you pull Sally Hawkins in to these sorts of roles, you're gonna get gold. Sally Hawkins is just a sweet individual, and I love seeing her in any movie that she shows up in. Before I get into my grade, if you like what you're seeing on the channel so far, click the like button, subscribe for more video reviews that is coming all the time, and do follow me on all the socials as well. But without further ado, let's grade this. Wonka is a prequel that no one asked for, but in the hands of the man who directed the first two Paddington movies, it is everything you could want this Christmas season. As you can tell, I've got a little bit of a Christmas sweater on, because it is one of those, it's the movie equivalent to a cup of hot chocolate with cream and marshmallows, sat next to the fire in an armchair, reading a storybook. It's one of those films that you don't really get anymore. It's unapologetically British. Timothee Chalamet does a very good job. All the characters and actors are having the time of their life with this movie, and the songs are really good as well. There are some big highlights in this, and while there are a few gripes from me when it comes to narrative reasoning for certain characters' actions, it doesn't drag the film down too far for me. This was way above my expectations, and I would definitely recommend seeing this as soon as you can. I'm gonna have to say that for me, Wonka is a great cup of tea. So Wonka, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Like and subscribe, follow me on the socials. Coming up on the channel, going to be seeing Godzilla -1, so that's probably going to be my next review. And as we're going to the end of the year, my plans are obviously the top 15, I'm going to say, for the year. I'm going to do a tier list of every film I have seen. That might be a bit of a long video. And of course, I will be doing my cinema celebration also, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, everybody, my name is Josh, and the Movie Apprentice. I'll see you all in the next video.